This was the hive that we had something go into, and I checked it the other day, 48 hours ago, in fact, and found that there was no queen, but the whole thing had a ton of swarm cells. So what I've done here is I've made several nukes out of all of the swarm cells that I found in here. I've put a divider in here, a little spacer, because the swarm cells, as you'll find, that are down on the frames, I'll show you in a second, I wanted bees to congregate and really build up. This is in fact going to be a cell builder, and I think this is also a cell builder. So let me show you what I done inside here. Alright, so you can see that I have a queen excluder down at the bottom. The reason being is that they'll pull this frame here in a second and show you, but I'm using this top hive body as a cell builder. So I've removed a lot of other frames in here too and put them out into nukes in the yard because they have queen cells or supersedures and swarm cells on them. So, you know, this is a time to really benefit on a loss and, you know, duplicate or replicate hives from one that has lost its queen, and that's what they're going to do for us. So let me show you. I'm going to pull this frame right here, take a look at it, and show you of all the cells they've built out. And since this is the only frame with swarm cells on it, what I'm doing is I'm allowing all the bees just to get up in here and saturate and really build this out as an intense amount of queen cells on this one here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so as you can see, I'm allowing, with the divider that I've placed right here in between the hives, I've created a space for these bees really to come up, congregate, and build out, finish off, rather, some of the cells that were being drawn out for queens. Let's go ahead and shake these girls off here, and then I'll show you what's going on. Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so as you can see there's a swarm cell, and on the other side here, there's a swarm cell there. You know, they don't need to be massive. A lot of things, I think, you know, people putting their grafting efforts. I didn't graft these, obviously. These are done by the bees themselves. You don't need, sorry, I'm dusting them off. You don't need these. That's a really good cell. That one, when she emerges, she's going to be kingpin. Don't be misled by some of these cells that you think may be small as not being potential winners. Again, it depends. You know, queens can look beautiful but not be mated and are worth trash. Whereas little small ones that get mated really well, I've found, they do just great. So the idea is to keep the population going, right? That's the idea. So these are later than others, and so if I get lazy and don't happen to check, the queen excluder will separate these queens when they hatch to not go down to the bottom and destroy all the cells that I have being built down there. So they get really pissy when that happens, but nonetheless they won't go and destroy all the cells. So let's go look at the assets that are down there at the bottom. All right. Let's go ahead and put this off to the side. Again, I can't beekeep with one hand. And that middle frame right there that you can see that's kind of got some separation with the two dots on there on the left. I don't have a hand free, but we're going to go ahead and pull that and I'll show you what's going on. All right, I'll show you here. Yes, yes. See that, boy? Look at them. Those are monsters. Those will be good queens. Huge, right? I mean, compared to the knife, right? Big old peanut-sized puppies, right? Huge peanuts. Okay, so, you know, that's what's going on in here. Question then that comes to mind for me is, that's great. You've got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cells. How on earth, once the first one's out, she's going to kill all the rest. So how can you make it to where you catch them one by one? And that, folks, I'll keep as a secret. There's a way to do that. Alright, this is one of the nukes I made from the queen cells. These cells were actually capped. I got a couple more going since there's so many, but just to show you what's going on here. You know, it's so hot. You don't need much. Yeah, they're going to be on this plastic frame. We'll go ahead and pull this one out, but basically, you know, you don't need much in here. It's so hot. They've already got capped pupa. Let's go ahead and take a look so you can see what I'm talking about here. Okay, so you can see that, you know, there's capped pupa. You don't need to feed them because their feeding for the brood that was on this frame is over. And in, don't drop it, there's the queen cell. A nice supersedure, solid frame with one. I isolated this one because once they or she emerges, she's got this whole thing to herself with a massive amount of brood that will be emerging too within the week. And then, of course, after that, I will start feeding to keep her thinking that this is a great place. It's rent-free, food is free, and start her off on a nest. So this one will be a good one if I can get her mated. The problem is just keeping it around so close to other hives is potentially a problem where when she comes back, if she chooses unwisely, she will die.